Hello everyone, this is Grill Chess channel and this is our video about Freestyle Chess Grand Slam event. With me today my friend Fide Master Vladimir Chernikov.
Ciao.
And as you probably know, there is a lot of drama going around Freestyle Chess event, whose owner is Jan Henrik Butner, create tournaments in Fischer chess, or 960 random, people call it differently, and he organizes events with a big prize funds for a lot of great players. Everybody enjoying playing it because it's something not usual for a for ordinary chess top player, and everybody enjoys this tournament. And such event will happen tomorrow on Friday, February 7th, if I'm not mistaken. And before it, there was a lot of drama about this event and about the rights claiming it kind of world championship. Because there are many events, and as I understand, Magnus Carlsen, the owner of these events, of course, would love to have a title of World Championship in Fischer's Random. And can you tell me, Vladimir, what it all began from? What was the starting point of all the negotiations and arguing between sides?
Yeah, so they basically wanted to name it World Championship, but then Fide says that no, they have kind of rights for all the different kinds of chess, freestyle chess or other possible games of chess, where you can make tournaments, but without the name or championship in it. So it doesn't let them to put it there, and obviously they wanted to make it official. So that's what basically starting point of discussion. And then we know that it continued with World Chess and Rapid and Blitz Championship, where Magnus Carlsen and Hikaru Nakamura supposed at first not to play it because Fide, as understood, was threatening players that if they will participate in this, then they will miss some important tournaments like some Fide circuits.
Also, it's worth to mention that, during this event, there was a lot of drama between Magnus Carlsen, Fide, and all the stuff that he wanted to withdraw from the tournament, even withdrew from it. As Magnus Carlsen said, basically, before that, Fide ensured him before the tournament that there will be no punishments for players who gonna play in any events like freestyle chess, even if something will be wrong. And then Fide, after this World Rapid and Blitz, started saying that no, it's not really possible, so that somebody claimed world champion, although many people, lawyers said that, Fide doesn't have any rights on that. And there was a lot of discussions between Dvorkovich, interviews, Magnus Carlsen saying different things. Because, as I understand, Fide wanted to kind of lure some money for themselves for claiming this rights, although they kind of denied all of the stuff, but everybody understands it, and Hikaru covered it pretty well in his videos. And yesterday or before yesterday, they kind of settled for which thing. They said that freestyle chess events Grand Slam will not have a world championship title in it, and on the other hand, FIDE kind of withdrew with all this signing contracts when you kind of don't have any rights playing in any other tournaments that has a name of World Championship. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. So basically, what will be it will be the same kind of World Championship without officially be called World Championship. But in the other hand, all players are free to play. FIDE will not punish them for playing, and basically, it's more or less normal agreement, I think, for both sides.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's I don't know, better for FIDE than let's say for the other side, like for
Yeah, it's true because
Butner and Carlsen.
if they didn't really have any rights to stop it from being world championship, so basically they also didn't have any right to punish the players. And okay, probably just freestyle did organize it faster because also they know the tournament starts very soon, and okay, the things needs to be resolved, and probably that's why they came to this agreement.
Yeah, so they kind of agreed on the common ground, and yeah, probably we will see just freestyle chess events, but the winner of all this cycle will not be a world championship champion. Although it's very weird because Fide doesn't have Fischer random tournaments because
Yeah.
they kind of cannot find money, and there is a guy who has money who's like
But they
willing
don't
to
want
do
it,
it,
yeah.
but they want the money for themselves, probably, which I understand that
And
that's the
a lot
only
of
reason.
money, because in the statement of Freestyle Chess, like an open letter, a few days before the agreement was done, they published that they offered some money for the FIDE, and it was rejected. And I don't remember how much it was, but it was not like something, some sense, it was
Yeah.
a lot, and FIDE still wanted more than this.
I don't know. I heard somebody on Facebook typing something around like okay, 500 grand or something like that. So
Yeah,
maybe
something
it's
like
not,
this was.
maybe it's not that. So I like not saying that it's true. It's just like rumors going around. But okay, let's go to the most interesting part. We have this event. What's the format of this event? As you can see on top, there are some like famous faces like Alireza, Gukesh, Magnus, but the full list of participants: Magnus Carlsen, Fabiano Caruana, Livon Aronian. They played very well in the previous cycle of this freestyle event. Hikaru Nakamura, Mirbek Abdusatorov, Alireza Firouzja, two wild cards, which kind of a bit weird. I mean, Vladimir, did you expect these players to be here?
Not
Sindarov
at
and
all. I
Kaimer.
heard they mentioned that Kaimer has it because he has some connection with the organizers or with the company or something like that. That's what I heard about it. But Sindarov, I don't know who imagined him like as a
Yeah.
wild card.
Because like yeah, Keimer, it's like event takes place in Germany, so that's like more or less logical. But Sindarov, yeah, and of course Gukesh, who became a FIDE world champion, and Vladimir Fedoseev, who managed in the tough battle win like event because they were open qualifiers. A lot of players participated there. Did you, Vladimir?
Yes, I did. I did.
How
Unfortunately,
much did
it
you
was
score?
4.5 out of 8 because after 8th round I withdrew from the tournament.
Okay, I didn't play it because I don't know, had some lessons, so didn't have time. Although I guess my chances wouldn't be that much higher. Although I like chess 960. So and Fedoseev managed to win, and actually there was like tough battle maybe against him and Sindarov, where Fedoseev won his game with Rook versus Queen. There was a game Rook and Queen, and like or I mean time was up or something like that happened, so Fedoseev really got lucky at some point in all this stuff. So what's the format? 10 players, they play a round robin event, which is like 9 rounds. They play each other and the time control 10 plus 10. And then 8 players go to the playoff, and the remaining 2 guys, they kinda play one another for the 9th place. And I believe there should be prizes somewhere here. Yeah. So like
Yeah.
they're fighting for 5 for 5 grand.
Yeah,
For
5
5.
star. It's not that much, but if you see it in percentage, yeah, it's almost double extra than like last price. So
Yeah.
why not?
I guess like if you open, I mean, if you win the open with such first prize with like $5,000, you need to, I don't know, like do Mission Impossible almost to really
Yeah.
win it. Right here, you just like for participation, facing one player can qualify further and yeah, get all this money. And this top 8 qualified for the quarterfinal, semifinal, final, and you might think they probably play rapid. But no, don't rush. They
Yeah,
play,
that's surprise.
yeah, they play with the time control 90 plus 30, which is classical chess. They have enough time. They play like a World Cup. If you ever follow Chess World Cup, the system is the same. They play first classical chess. If somebody wins, this person proceeds. Another one is eliminated. If let's say it's a draw, they continue playing, I mean, 2 games until somebody will win, and in the final there will be Armageddon, the most tasty stuff, usually the most exciting stuff, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
after the World Rapid Championship or Blitz Championship, they decided to put it in the rules. Very smart by
Yeah.
them.
Actually, it was everywhere, but like Fide decided that it's like, you know, when you write some test in school and your friend tells you like don't write everything one in one, letter in
Yeah.
letter, and like you try to do something and you do it worse. So this is basically what Fide did with all this cycle and rules and the cringe between Nepo and Magnus. But yeah. And like that, we got the winner. Pretty cool event, in my opinion. But right now, we'll try with Vladimir predict, first of all, who will be eliminated, not get to top 10, and who will try to win the tournament. Although I have a feeling like maybe we'll have some common ground in these predictions. So let's start with you, Vladimir. What do you think? Let's start with who will be eliminated in the
Yeah,
first.
first of all, I have to mention that I'm a well-known predictor because I remember I won the Guess the Elo battle that was here before, and also in Olympic Games, like except of one team, I predicted very well. So I believe that here I'll be also right since I don't have any doubt about who will be two last guys. Only thing I just I know I probably doubt who of them will be in ninth or tenth place. Definitely one of them is Sindarov. I don't believe in him at all in this tournament,
So you
even
want to
though
say that he will score 10th place?
uh, 10th or ninth. That's really hard for me. But I
Okay.
know pretty sure who are the last two guys that will beat just someone between them. One is Sindarov, even though I pretty much believe that he will progress a lot in classical chess. But in this tournament, there are other players that are more creative, more better, more stronger. And other obviously is Levon Aronian. The age and like his last results are not great in classical chess. I mean, because look at this, I thought Magnus Carlsen, Abdusatorov, Nakamura, Caruana, they clearly will classify. Firouzja as well. And then we have these four guys. Okay, Gukesh obviously for. Okay, Gukesh actually, it's I don't know if he will perform well in this, but he knows at least how to calculate. So maybe he will do something. But between others three, I mean, Kaimer also, Kaimer, Aronian, I mean, Sindarov and Fedosiev. Fedosiev, I saw, yeah, I mean, he played both tournaments like Title Friday kind of well in Freestyle Friday in chess.com. I saw him playing other qualifying tournament also. I liked he played very strong. So I think he has his kind of good experience. Also, past tournament showed that he's more or less in good form. So I think he will qualify. And then, okay, Kaimer, I don't know, a long time since I've seen his game in 960, but still better than Aronian or Sindaro for sure. That's my
Okay.
prediction.
Okay. Actually, we kind of had a discussion. We didn't say with Vladimir who will pick who, but we said we definitely will we know who will be the last and who will be eliminated. And Vladimir didn't mention the guy who I think for sure will not qualify for top 8, which is I think that Keimer will not qualify. Of course, yeah, I may be wrong, but like, what's my logic? I'm pretty sure Aronian will go like next because I mean he's like maybe old enough and like not very much I don't know into theory nowadays, and maybe his shape is not the best. But on the other hand, he got in top 3 last time, and he's like very creative player, so he will not be knocked out. Would be very sad if I'm mistaken, but still, Carlsen, Caruana, Hikaru, I mean, all of them proceeded. Would be, I mean, super upset if somebody won't. Abdusatorov, probably he will proceed because if we compare him with Sindarov, of course he's stronger. And Alireza also as well. So who remains for the last spot? I'm more inclined to Sindarov, but on the other hand, it can be Fedosiev.
And world champ?
What?
A world champ?
I mean, we will come to it. Why you interfere? I was like silent when you were talking. So, like, yeah, I don't know who will be because, as I said, they kind of played one another, so it can be like 50-50. And I'm also sure if Sindarov will be disqualified because he's also quite creative player. So it's like, I don't know, Fedosiev had pretty good start in the Weissenhaus, so everything can be. I would split between two. Probably I would pick Sindarov because, you know, wild cards normally do not perform very well because you just get to the tournament where, like, I don't know, you weren't the best, and usually in Ukrainian championships, like, I mean, there was like a final best of 12, and usually one place was two organizers, and very often this place was the last one. Even in our like major city with Vladimir, there was one guy who got picked for this tournament, and he scored 0 out of 11, and it wasn't even Vladimir, as you might think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Gukesh, I think he'll qualify because he's the world champion, but like I mean, I would say he would be in the top, like not in the top half, like 6th place, something like this, because yeah, he's good. His theoretical knowledge is pretty nice. But I don't know, like when we talk about like creative play, I mean, plus fast play, I praise them better, because as also I know, he's not like very dominant in the rapid and blitz chess. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did you see
Neither in
Gukesh?
classical, to be honest, but yeah.
Like, don't be like that, Vladimir. He almost won Weissenhaus, although the last round was like blow-minding. I
Yeah,
don't know.
they can say, yeah, we're played all the best players in the world, for sure.
Yeah, except the best, but yeah. So yeah, that's would be my prediction, and yeah, so like, let's say for me it's
Also,
Kamer for sure, and then it's between Sindarov and Fideseev, and
if you
for
have to
you
pick one,
it's what?
if you have to pick one of the
Yeah,
two,
Sindarov,
yeah.
yeah.
For me, yeah, it's Levon, because except of being creative player, also need to be a good player. In case of Aronin and Sindarov, that's what I'm thinking. Aronin nowadays definitely doesn't perform, and Sindarov not yet performing. I also have a spicy questions for you that a lot of people ask there in comments always. Not in our videos, but
Not in
still,
our videos, yeah.
yeah. But still, is Magnus Carlsen afraid of Wesley So? What do you think?
Who? It's like, how is that connected? You mean that Wesley So won some of the Fischer chess events
Yeah,
before?
and he never got invited. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like,
Like,
I
what's the reason?
mean,
When you invite all the best players in the world and you don't invite guy who won most of the championships because he beat Magnus Carlsen like very strong. I know it was like +5 score, +6, something like that. And when
you
they
mean
played,
in
and
the Fischer's chess?
in Fischer chess, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
There's no way for him to beat him in classical, obviously.
Yeah, that was rough, Vladimir. It's like not fair. I don't know. It's like I first time even hear about it, but like, I don't know. As long as it's not the world championship cycle and stuff like that, and it's like private event, then
Yeah.
all the questions should be to the organizer and Magnus Carlsen. But I don't really see like Magnus Carlsen sitting and saying, Wesley saw I lost against him, I will not play it. It's just, Magnus Carlsen broke a spine of not one player and not even a dozen, not literally, I hope, because who knows.
Yeah, very surprised
But
that So is not participating, neither Hans participating.
Hans probably didn't qualify through the open qualifier. He got
Yeah, for
eliminated, as I
sure.
understand. So if you cannot win open qualifier, and if you're not like Vladimir Kramnik, who has probably cheaters all around his room, like in this anecdote, yeah, and yeah, it's like, probably not now. His great race, as he promises for us, is like gonna be expected. I'm actually
To be
thrilled to
honest,
see whether he can qualify for the candidates
yeah.
tournament.
I also am thrilled to see Vladimir Kramnik playing chess 960. It would be amazing. Don't you think about it? Like, I just can't imagine it. I
Yeah.
need it for me
Yeah,
because
he
with
he
his
he
play
he
style,
invented
or
he invented chess without castles, but yeah, probably right here he would score solid half of points out of 9. Yeah, okay, joking, of course, maybe more, but yeah, it's like, I don't know. We haven't seen we haven't heard from Vladimir Kramnik playing normal events rather than raffle tournaments, like some matches against Jose Martinez or like Title Tuesday, and catching cheaters everywhere, no matter what state they're in. Okay, 1 minute roast of Vladimir Kramnik, well deserved probably. But if you disagree, yeah, mention it in the comments. But okay, what about the final stage? Who do you think will win out of these guys? Will there be any surprises?
if you may force me to pick something obvious, obviously it's Magnus Carlsen, right? There's no doubt, because Hikaru plays much worse nowadays. Fabiano is not in good shape. Aronian, I said. If you want to pick me someone surprisingly, probably Abdusatorov or Firouzja, because Firouzja will not be that surprising because he was also more or less creative player. He's good playing fast, but Gukesh for sure will not win this tournament. I have it pretty clearly. Then yeah, Magnus
Okay,
Abdusatorov
write
for
down
sure.
in the comments if you disagree with Vladimir and think that he's highly mistaken and Gukesh is the best player Norse now and for the next 10 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I think obviously like Magnus has the biggest chances, and Livonia, I don't think that he can pull it off, unfortunately. Caruana might fight, but like looking how he played Weissenhaus, that he lost against Fideseev, that he lost against I mean, he lost the last round against one more dam. I always have difficulties to pronounce this name.
Okay, Fabiano never been a creative player. He lately just maintains because of a lot of good theory, but what creativity? When you think creativity and you
hot
think Fabiano,
takes.
it's not the same. It's
He
clearly
also
not.
got top 3, but who cares? Yeah, I don't
But
think
I
that
don't believe.
Hikaru will win. Especially when it comes to like some classical first. I mean, I don't believe it. Abdusatorov can be, so I don't know. The only guy I see who can compete, maybe Firouzja. I don't know. He didn't play any tournaments for, I mean, some time. I don't know why didn't he play in Vacanzea? Is there any
Yeah,
reason or
also.
not?
Yeah, it's strange. But yeah, I mean, I just disappointed all of a sudden looking at this list, right? Because let's say Vladislav, right? I'm thinking Aronian is not that good already. As for me, Fabiano also definitely playing worse than like he played 5, 8 years ago, I think. And Nakamura, I mean, I'm not a fan of Hans Niemann, but Hikaru clearly getting older and plays worse as well. And who will replace them? I mean, who? Gukesh, let's say, well, one.
Irigaisi.
How I forgot about the guy who lost almost all the games in Weekend, but he for
But I
sure
mean,
can.
how he roasted like and Gukesh, like just I mean, teach him how to play chess. Like I mean,
It's
move
true,
him to
but
school again, or like round before Abdusatorov again together, sitting like together, looking at the blackboard, studying from the great master. But yeah, I
no,
mean,
but
he
yeah, I
had a
mean,
rough start, but like his playing
but I mean,
style reminds
yeah,
me of Tal.
it's interesting, but I don't like Tal as well, to be honest.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
I
I'm so
like
critical,
one
but
of the worst world champions, but yeah.
also, I mean, the win versus Hukesh was, let's say, good and like beautiful, but it to me it looked like more like Gukesh and Terigaisi. So they're mates, they're somewhere in the same house, and Hukesh just specially entered himself to microwave and say like, "Roast me, please." And that's how it was. Close the door behind himself, based on how he played this particular game. It was like that. And okay,
Yeah.
Kamer, you're right. He's not creative. Perugia, I mean, he
I mean,
obviously.
Vladimir, you understand that like we are years behind in creativity of them, yeah. So that
Yeah,
like
it's
the
for sure. But I
viewers
mean,
they didn't like
between what I
blame
used to
us.
see, like Caruana Prime will beat any one of these guys. I mean, let's say, or Aronian Prime, I think will beat every one of these guys. Maybe Hukesh
Yeah.
can still fight, but nowadays,
Before there was some guys like Andreikin and like I don't know who was creative back then,
I
Ivanchuk.
said now Abdusatorov, obviously, yes, I believe that he'll become world
Yeah.
champion for sure one
But I
day.
know, like Avdusatorov, yeah, it's like in terms of craziness, yeah, it's like do not reach the level of Yergasi's playing style, but yeah, still pretty nice. But yeah, I don't know why you're complaining. Pretty interesting event will be. I don't know if I will watch all the
Ah, yeah,
games,
event, yes,
but
for sure I will watch it as well. But I'm saying just about chess, like in general.
I mean, I don't know. It's like, you know, it's like in football. With only difference that in chess there are new talents. Maybe, I mean, there are more computer kids ones, but like in football, it's also, I mean, generation after generation, you like in the childhood, you think that, wow, it's great. Then you get older and you like thinking, okay, before that, in like
I understand. It
beginning of
might
the
sound
century, it
like
was better.
some old guy, etc. I agree with you, but I know you probably don't watch tennis, but like you know that Carlos Alcaraz is like one of the best players in the world. Is it a joke? I mean, I'm from
Yeah,
Spain as well here,
as I heard, who
but
got beaten like multiply last few times by Djokovic, yeah.
yeah, by Djokovic in Olympics, then in Australian Open. Yeah, let's say Yannick Sinner is a great player, but like before, there's Nadal, Federer. Who is Alcaraz? I mean, with all the he obviously clearly second player in the world right now, well deserved. But if you compare him with like other guys from the past,
So what's your point? Like, other guys before were way greater than Alcaraz?
yes, definitely. Let's say at least before we had like Federer, Djokovic, there was Nadal and Di Murray as well, and now
Not
there are just.
much.
But at least four that, but they were very great. It's like four Magnus Carlsens in chess, right? We have only one, unfortunately, and that's it.
Okay. I don't know, in chess, who like, I don't know, Yuri can be strong, Abdusatorov can be strong, Firouzja can be strong. What's the matter with you?
I
I
don't believe.
mean,
Okay,
it's
Firouzja, I
like
think.
you just got too greedy because after Magnus Carlsen, everybody will look like shit. That's a true
It's true
fact.
also, but before, I mean, Fabiano in his bad shape. Even, I mean, Karyakin that is far from being my favorite player, but at least he did a decent match against Magnus as well. Like there were fights, and the quality of games were higher than, let's say, the
Yeah,
last World
you know, you
Championship
like
match.
you just when you play some I don't know game and just press the block non-stop and like chuk 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 chuk. So this was Karyakin gameplay. I wish there were no players like this because then the chess will die.
No, I
But
don't
okay.
like his playstyle at all. I mean, I can't watch it, but I have to admit that he was good at what he was doing, at least. Yeah, I mean, Abdusatorov also, I don't agree with Firouzja. I mean, Abdusatorov definitely can reach. Let's see what will happen in future. Erigaisi probably can be as well, even though players with this playstyle, I don't believe in them much. But Firouzja, since he already not that, I mean, he's young, but I mean, he already quite a long time already as a top player, so I don't think that he will all of a sudden start to play way better than he's playing right now. I
But on
don't
the other
think that.
hand, let's say Nepomniachtchi, who was like spending his youth in Dota, it's like, and then he started like doing some stuff and qualified for the match. So like,
Yeah,
why not an
Nepomucci is
example?
true. I mean, Nepomucci is one of my favorite players nowadays, but
Yeah,
effective
terrible
player.
player, but okay. I hate his
Thank you.
playing style. He's just horrible to watch, but okay. But yeah, probably we can finish the video around right now. What do you think? Are you excited to see it? I mean, what do you
Yes,
think?
I
Will there
am.
be any battles in the future about between Fide and Freestyle Chess Grand Slam? Uh,
For sure there will be because I think like if the event goes like successful, right? Then probably in future, I don't know in how near future, but they will like to bring world championship titles there. And also, if like you can go to play freestyle chess, I mean, come on and make a lot of money like in this tournament. Why will top players stay with FIDE? Maybe like what they will quit and then what FIDE will be doing because let's say if I'm let's say even Gukesh, yes, I'm world champion and what so on. But if I can go to play some freestyle, the tour that provides me like a lot of tournaments every month, every 2 months, and I gain a lot of money instead of preparing like 2 years for the match that like I will not receive that much money. So why I need this? I mean, it just I think it will happen in future because to be honest, for
Actually, that's
me,
what I wanted to ask. Like, how do you think will Fischer chess replace normal chess on top level? Will it be more popular, or it's just a sparkle that will
it's
disappear
hard to
soon?
say. It's hard to say. It depends how far will go Magnus, like Fabiano, like all these hyped players. Let's say because if not, unfortunately, I mean, if it was for me, I would like it to replace classical chess because I'm so bad at it, and it world rapid freestyle. At least I can, rapid freestyle. I can at least perform maybe better at some point. But
Blunder, let's say, the pawn on h7 when the bishop stands
yeah,
on b1 on the move number 2.
yes, that can happen. Okay, I mean, it will be more interesting. I'm playing every week like a tournament, and I need to prepare, remember some moves, and why I need to do this. I mean, I can just hold to play chess, and in classical chess, it's not possible nowadays, and more or less high level. At least when you're title players, you need to know the theory, you need to know something instead of really like playing chess. I would like because it's just way more interesting and the same. I mean, when I watch candidates tournaments, one of my favorite tournaments, right? But always, let's say someday I open, I see five Rui Lopez, like all the Queen's Gambit decline, and I just turn off. I mean, I don't want to see it every time, every day. It's too boring. I want to see different openings, different positions. So I would like, but will it or not? Because the people nowadays they are not so like ready to change something in life. I think even with chess, because like I know who of you guys have some lessons or something online. It's way more better, way more comfortable for the student, for the teacher, let's say. But some parents still prefer it to be in person, even though you waste more time going to lesson, even though like you need to waste time on the lesson instead of like just bringing position or game somewhere. And in general, not just in chess. I mean, in general in life, some people just they don't want to go out of their zone of comfort, so that's why it's pretty hard. If Magnus like Naka, the players who are very high, will push it so far, why not? Because it's really more interesting for me at the end of the day. What do you think?
Oh, I think that no chance, and I think it's just like it can so exist with like coexist with like normal chess, but it will never take control all over everything, I think. Why is it so?
Yeah.
Because first of all, who watches this chess? I mean, regular people with like 400, 600, 1000 and stuff like this, and more. Like above 1500, there are not so many players. And when you like open the chess, and in general, you know, like it's pretty hard to start playing chess because there are many rules. It's not like the football. You have a ball, you just hit it with the ball, you just, I don't know, master your technique, do some passes, and this is it. Like pretty simple to understand. Some dudes running, giving passes, and in a lot of sports it's like that. But in chess you need to know rules, you need to know some like what the hell is en passant and stuff like this. So it's pretty difficult. And like with normal pieces, it's already hard to understand what this is. But when you open Freestyle or Fischer chess and you look at it, you're like, what the hell? What is this? Like, how normal viewers will watch it? Because for me, it's difficult to assess what's going on the board because it's total chaos. It's like massacre, really. Something inexplicable stuff. But for a normal viewer, it's like, for now, it's like, you know, something new, something niche, and something cool. And with like top players, it can all be. But I think that even if like more or less top players will go there, I mean, for normal people it's way harder. Of course there is some reality where, for example, top players will play Fischer chess normal, mortal human beings will play normal tournaments, but it's like just weird and cringe. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong
because
though.
also I'm thinking more, I'm realizing that it's more about tournament organizers, right? Because I cannot imagine someone say like, ah, let's go to organize some freestyle chess championship for like amateur players, let's say, in some small Spanish town, like in classical chess, let's say.
Yeah, it's like,
Because
it's fun, but it's like, you know,
maybe
just
some, yeah,
some
some blitz one
variant.
time without rating, without nothing. So since before there is
So
still some
yeah,
system.
because I mean, classic maybe will like kinda, you know, I mean, not disappear, but will go into some different formats. For example, there is this like Bill chess tournament where, you know, you play against the same. I mean, in the same tournament, you play both and classic and rapid and blitz. And
Mhm.
this like format, in my opinion, has future because classics people don't want to really watch long games. But if let's say shorten classics makes like, I mean, more exciting, make maybe some mixes, it can be better. Many people say that just rapid and blitz will prevail, which I hope that it wouldn't, because classic is just like the whole point of everything, like thinking, battle, outplaying your opponent. What do you think, by the way, Vladimir? What sort of chess do you like the most?
I mean, I like to play classical chess, but lately, I mean, I'm not sure about it in terms of, it's obviously in terms of liking. Yes, for sure, classical chess. I don't like blitz. I don't like rapid. Rapid even worse because it's not classical. It's not blitz. It's something in between. And blitz neither. I prefer to play classical, but it's true that sometimes, like when classical tournament lasts 1 week for players that are not like professional players, that are just going sometimes to play. You need to hotel, you need to leave your home for 1 week. Then if you want to play 2 tournaments a month, it means that half of the month you will not be at home. And if Blitz is for 2 tournaments, you can play like 14 Blitz tournaments at the same time that you play two in classical. So this point of view, it's more simple, more, yeah, I mean, more possibilities. You have to play different tournaments if it's Blitz or Rapid, let's say.
But especially for kids and parents, it's cool because many people complain that chess tournaments are very expensive. That's the reason why organizers try to put 2 rounds in a row, which is horrible and exhausting when we talk about classics. But then parents like, okay, I will spend like X less money than,
I
for
know because
example.
then for sure, like if I have to choose between playing Blitz or like tournament where there are two or three, even sometimes around 60 plus 30 in the same day, then there's no way. I'll choose always Blitz tournament, definitely.
Yeah, but like, yeah, rapid is just the hell. It's like you cannot think long, you cannot think little. It's something in between. It's like, I don't know, having opportunity to watch instead of 90-minute movie only 30 minutes per time, and like,
Yeah.
like you cannot like really enjoy anything. You can only like start. When in Blitz, it's already like the whole action, the whole top. But okay, probably that's the second stop right here, and we need to finish the video. Please comment down below what you think about our discussions. Did you like the format? Do you want to see it in the future? And stay tuned in for next episodes. Maybe there will be recaps. Thanks for Vladimir for coming, and bye.